The Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. And before I hop into today's lesson, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Father, in the name of the Son, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, in the true Paleo Hebrew tongue. So I'm going to start off by saying, Kal, Halayim, La, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Quadash, Ma'amaf. You know, I give a double honors to the apostles, the elders, the GMS who rule well and teach well. And I'll give a double honor to my elder as well, Yahawah by Yasharala, the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. And I want to say shalom to the Akim around the four corners of this globe, pushing this truth sincerely. And it's going to be a quick spiritual hydration, and it's going to be on the love of a Mashiach. And it's coming out of Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of a Mashiach? Shouldn't nobody be able to separate you from the love of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi, being a servant of him, you know what I'm saying? Yahawashi is our shepherd and we're his sheep, and he's leading us back home to the Father, Yahawah, you know what I'm saying? Where that true rest that we seeking for is going to be found. So nobody should be able to pull your focus away from that. Your focus should always be spiritual. You should always be moving spiritually. Because the second you take your mind off of righteousness, you doing wickedly. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta strive for truth unto death. You know what I'm saying? We gotta remain sober-minded. You know, level-headed out here. So Romans 8:35, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? And these are things that the devil uses against us to try to, you know what I'm saying, steal our focus. That focus, you know what I'm saying, our treasures supposed to be stored in heaven, where nothing can corrupt it, when it can't be taken away, you know what I'm saying, it's there waiting on you for eternity. And what you own, you know what I'm saying, the devil, he'll come in, he'll put tribulation, distress, persecution, famine, nakedness, peril, sword. He'll use all these things to try to throw you off, you know what I'm saying? But really, it's the Lord is doing because he want to see what you going to do, you know what I'm saying? And you got to make sure you always moving in the spirit, because the Lord might be about to give you increase. You might have been asking him for some worldly shit, but you know what I'm saying? He ain't going to give you no increase. It could be increase, don't just have to be wisdom, knowledge, understanding of his word. It could be anything. You've been asking for a house. You've been asking for a car. You've been asking for a woman. You've been asking for a companion. But I don't know what Jake out here asking for. He could have been asking for some clothes or whatever the fuck. As long as the Lord is your focus and this world, this shit can't strip your focus from him, you know what I'm saying? He'll fuck around and give you that too. And you'll have wisdom, knowledge, understanding to show for it that you done been through some. You know what I'm saying? That's what your focus need to be on. The wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Lord, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. Verse 36. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. And that's what it looks like here, especially here in the daughter of Babylon, aka America. You know what I'm saying? It looks like we ain't got no hope for salvation. Like, we're just here to suffer and die. You know what I'm saying? But our treasures are stored in heaven, and Yahawah shall gonna come redeem us in the name of Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take us to Yahawah, and we're gonna be redeemed. We're gonna get new bodies where the truth gonna be in our inward parts. And you know what I'm saying? This is what your focus should be on. No, we can't serve the Lord perfectly. We can't keep the Sabbath how we want to. We can't keep the holy days how we want to in general. We can't serve the Lord how we want to, you know? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Don't let that pull you away, you know what I'm saying? Don't hop on the detour or the exit route, you know what I'm saying? Verse 37, nay, in all things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. Trust in the Lord. Trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to get you through whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it look like we just held the slave and die. Nah, man, we overcome this world one day at a time. Every day you hear, you getting one day closer to salvation. So don't lose your focus, you know what I'm saying? You'll be right there. You damn nigga smell the breath on Yahawashi. And you turn back to the world, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You were so close. Like, is it Jay? I was teaching for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Just on the highways and byways, I run to the corner store for something. and I run into him and I give him a drop of the truth, man. Dude died the other day, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying, but my efforts wasn't in vain, cause you don't know who was listening behind that. Some people just need the name. Like, when I first moved on this side of town, that man, I ain't religious worth for nothing. I ain't rocking with that. But he knew I was an Israelite and he was cool with that. Then IUIC came out one day. Oh, your homeboys out here, them ain't the homeboys. And I got to break it down to different sects of the group. Now he interested. He wanted to learn more about it. He got intrigued by it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, we overcome everything that we face with, you know what I'm saying? I started seeing rest in it because, like, Jake got that stone cold killer face. I started telling him about why IUIC wrong for doing what they over there. They was antagonizing Christians. They was in the middle of a blitz, the Christian church movement, waiting on somebody to come outside so they could holler at them, try to get them flies and everything else. But I was telling him how we operate as far as, you know what I'm saying, the apostles, elders, GMS, and my count, you know what I'm saying? And that's something he could get with, you know what I'm saying? He liked that gospel, you know what I'm saying? And that's where your faith comes in, like with King David, when he went to go fight Goliath, you know what I'm saying, man? That's a little boy, that's a grown Hamite giant, breathing hot air. You know what I'm saying? That bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Puffing himself up any way he can to make himself seem like the big bad wolf, you feel me? And faith was the rock that King David slung to slay the giant, Goliath, you know what I'm saying? And that's the stone that we sling today, our faith, you know what I'm saying? So stay focused on the Lord, have faith in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, you know what I'm saying? Don't lose sight of him. Verse 38, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Yahawashi, our Lord. And you know what I'm saying? Nothing. Like, they could be threatening to kill you on the highways and byways. Esau could be trying to give you a 6, 7 figure job. You know what I'm saying? Angels, angels just mean messengers. Even the devil made himself to be he made himself seem to be an angel of light. So you can't fall for these false prophets, these messengers. You can't fall for the principalities of this place when they go try to push a mandate on you. Yeah, go get that. You ain't gonna be able to live without it. Nor powers. We ain't supposed to be scared of who they got in the White House. Nothing of what they talking about. We ain't supposed to be scared of Putin talking about pushing that red button. Actually, that's what you're supposed to be waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Nor things present, nor things to come. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about Russia, Ukraine. We ain't worried about the American debt ceiling being lifted and the America running out of money. We're not worried about Jacob's trouble, which is to come. You shouldn't be worried about none of these things. You a sheep in Yahawashi's flock. You supposed to be the coolest kid on campus. Like, for real. Stay focused on Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and move accordingly. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.